too early. Should I have waited? This is way too epic. Feels way too epic. Stream opening. Great music. Letterboxd. We are reviewing 2022 with you. I can't wait. I'm too impatient. It's epic, but it's a bit of a struggle. Again, I got no musical bone inside of me. But hey, what's up? What's up? Back here to, yes, it's 2022, a Letterboxd Odyssey is what we'll embark on today. We will have a look at just a general year in review for T's over here. Wait, on this side. No. Letterboxd, and then I'll look at some of y'all's stats for those of you who are pros. I think those are publicly available, and then I think some people did get their personalized ones. Just like not a lot of facts. I think I can pull it up here without leaking. No, I feel like no, this is too risky to leak my email. But it's not too much. Hold on, I can do it like this maybe. I can do this. And I show you this. So this is what you get in your email, and then also your I should probably switch it. So okay. So this is what you get in the email, and additionally also this here, I guess you most watch, but for some of you who might know Letterboxd, you know that you already get all of that stuff right over here if it's loading. And you get it for each year at all times, and also all-time stats. You don't really get that one. I think that's just a bit of a bonus, a bit of a tease for those people who don't have Letterboxd Pro. Then I guess you get to have kind of a peek behind the curtain of all the stats that they have. I'm kind of disappointed because I thought I would get like this. No, shit, wrong way again. I would get this here personalized to me, similar to what Spotify does, and they hyped it up. And then it's not really a lot of facts. Like in the email, basically it contains, well, you've watched this actor the most and this director, which I guess that's a fact that you would have, that you wouldn't maybe know. But you also just get the top one as well. You don't really get to see much else. So you can click on it, and then it says, okay, for me it was Buster Keaton. Spoiler alert if we go over it in a second, because I watched these films. By the way, Film Spotting did a little series on Buster Keaton. That's why I ended up watching those. And then well, maybe we'll get to the other director. And then it just says, yeah, like your highest rated films of 2022, which, you know, if you're giving up 5 stars to the films in 2022, then you also kind of know what that already is. So I gotta say, a bit disappointing overall. Not really worth the wait, but we can. I'm blocking here Tar, by the way, but hold on, Lydia Tar here, of course, has to be celebrated and celebrated. Yeah, no, let's just stick with that. But we'll go over this. I haven't looked at it, although it came out earlier today. So let's just put on some nice little chill tunes and go through this Letterboxd year in review and have a look at what some of the most popular and most acclaimed movies of the year were. I'm kind of keen. I really like the art style here, presented by Neon. I guess they got a nice sponsor. I think last year's was also already sponsored by Neon. But yeah, we got some really popular films that were especially popular on Letterboxd, I guess. Yeah, well, we'll get to it in a second. I think you also can't see my cursor. Hold on, can I change that real quick? Because I feel like it is helpful to see my, but I don't know if I can change it right now. And I don't know when OBS I would change it. But you don't need to see my cursor. It should be fine. Anyways, let's start it off here. By the way, a little fun fact. As of earlier today, I've seen all of these films. I've also seen on the bottom row, third to the left, second to the left, The Quiet Girl. watched that one as well. So yeah, completionist when it comes to all of the films that are here with Pearl, Everything Everybody at Once, Triangle of Sadness, RRR. Then we got Nope, Top Gun Maverick, The Woman King, Prey, The Quiet Girl, Batman, and Tar. So let's kick it off. Let's kick it off without further ado. Let's get into it. The movie that's the one next to Batman is Lydia Tar in Tar. I guess I'll move it. Move myself to the. My cats are going crazy. I'll move myself to the side if there's some crucial information that we're missing here. But okay, 2022 in review. There's no something without nothing. Oh, after Yang quote, I like that. We started into the bagel and came out awakened to new possibilities in cinema. We embraced human scale odes to life and the power of fanny packs. Okay. We shared the same sky full of bad miracles and bad signals. We learned that there is so much more than body can be made to feel, especially on Mark 10. Okay, I guess, yeah, Top Gun in here. Most of all, we saw movies wherever we felt right watching them. We are looking at the same thing and we are all doing the same thing. It's beautiful. Besties, assemble. Just imagine that in the Letterboxd boss's Kiwi accent. All right, the 11th annual retrospective. That's crazy that they already done it 11 times. It's been around for a while. I haven't started using Letterboxd until 2018 myself. But yeah, we'll go through the categories: highest rated, most popular, women directors, popular favorite reviews, countdown, in memoriam. Okay, so we got quite a few categories. And included are films that are narrative, except for music and docs, feature length, except for miniseries, and in the threshold within a streaming release in 2022. Interesting. Okay, highest rated film. Well, that's just Everything Everywhere at Once, right? No surprise here. For more than 227 million ratings cast by our members in 2022, these films were ranked the best of the best. Our highest rated film is Everything Everywhere All at Once, a 4.4. I think it overall, where does it land overall? Does someone know that? Is it like top 5 at least, right? It's gotta be. Hold on, I gotta quickly check. It is. Oh, it's okay. It's 15. I thought it was even higher. It's top 15. Okay. Hold on. Let's not leak what I haven't seen here, but okay. I thought it was even higher. Central Station has been making a rise as well. These I think it's a Latin America one. Yeah. Those are quite popular. Anyways, okay. That's that. If you didn't know, it made both of Lachlan and mine my top 10 of 2022. Really amazing film. I feel like it's been very popular, especially on Letterboxd. I think it had like over 1 million logs. So yeah. Let's there's a review that's highlighted by David Chen, but we'll move on to the second highest film. Okay, that's crazy. I haven't heard of this film like ever. Can we go to the page as well? Can we have a look at it? Or does it take us like further away? Okay, so what's this? Is this it's an Indian film. This is the first time I hear of this film, so that's interesting. I guess we'll have to check this one out. I'll watch list it and we'll see. Okay, moving on. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Okay, third highest rated. I didn't know that it was that high. Interesting. Okay. Made my honorable mentions. Lachlan's as well. And then overall, the next 10. Mars 1, also haven't seen that. After Sun, get it up there. Burning Days, haven't seen it. Argentina, 1985. I've seen it, not that high on it. Same goes for RRR. Puss in Boots, okay, Puss in Boots is pretty good. But it's no, it's not the greatest accomplishment in cinema. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that it was like that beloved. Okay. Well, okay. Cool. Banshees, yes. Missing Home, also haven't seen that. Tar, really up here. And then Joyland. Missed out on that one at 2 separate festivals, so that's kind of disappointing. Okay. Well, results are of Jan 1st. There's a lot of films that I haven't seen yet. And I feel like there's a lot of like niche stuff that once it hits a bit of more of the mainstream, these will probably end up going further down. But I mean, who am I to judge? I haven't seen them. Will I be in Berlin next month for the Berlinale? You know what? Let's go back to this. Yeti man, I did get the accreditation. I did get it all set up. But because I don't have an accommodation there, and I don't really want to spend money on it because I'm saving up for a gun. For being really transparent here, I don't know if I will be going. I am accredited though, so I'm still looking for places. I might end up going, but I don't know yet. But yeah, Mars One. Yeah, Josh, Mars One. I think I've missed at some festivals. Hold on, is there anyone that is like in my immediate circle that has seen it? No, I think it was more an American thing, because like all of my Swiss colleagues that work in the film space have not seen it. And I just closed the window and I don't know which one I closed. I hope it wasn't too important. Yeah, no, I just closed OBS. Cool. Who needs that? I'm just streaming on it right now. Also, I totally forgot to put on some light tunes, so let's do that right now. Yeah. Want to wait for ticket prices? So I have no clue how expensive the Berlinale stuff will be. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on it. I don't know yet if I'll go or not, but yeah, there's some exciting stuff in the works over here. There's some upcoming collaborations with certain film festivals that might be located a bit more in the Swiss sphere. I'm not saying more than that. I had a meeting the other day with someone who works up high up there. So yeah, I'll let you know on Twitter. I think I also have your... Do you have Letterboxd Pro? Send it to me on your stats page if you do have a pro account, because I do want to have a look at some year-end reviews in a second. I think I have some people's pulled up. I got like about 10, but I don't know if I got you in there already. But yeah, let's move on. Is it a tad bit loud? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Oh yeah, I see it. It is a bit loud. Hold on. Is this better? No need to listen to me, man. You got pro. Okay, well then send it to me on Discord. I'll open it up in a second. The Beatles, Get Back. Is this... it still feels a bit loud in my ears. I'll tune it down a tad bit more. Highest rated documentary. Okay, then we got a couple more here. Apart from All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, and is this Fire of Love? No, this is Fire of Love, Moon Age Daydream. What is this one? The Fire Within, Requiem for... Oh, this is another one that's about... Oh, wait. Okay, this is Werner Herzog's take on these two. Oh, yeah, I definitely got to check that out. And... what are some of these other documentaries? Recios MCs from the streets of Sao Paulo. A Netflix documentary being that high up. Okay. I don't know if it piques my interest personally. And then... yeah, I do have your stats. Josh. What's this one? Love, Deutschmarks and Death. What the fuck is this? Okay, not available to stream anywhere. Okay, a Turkish documentary then? Interesting. Well, yeah, I've seen 3 out of these. No, I've also seen this one, I think. No, I haven't. I thought it was on my watch list for a while. I definitely gotta... Oh, I guess it wasn't watch list, but I had it like opened up in Mubi before, but I just haven't finished it. Anyways, let's move on. What's this? Highest rated international features. Surprisingly, this movie you have never heard of before. And then, yeah, it takes a while. I've only seen Argentina, RRR, and The Quiet Girl. So I think like none of these are the actual frontrunners for the Oscars, are not being included there. And then I guess Argentina 1985 might make it in there. The Quiet Girl might make it in there. But yeah. Marcel, The Shell with Shoes On, highest rated directorial debut. It's crazy that, I mean, Marcel is great. I'm surprised that it's like higher up than After Sun though. But some really strong directorial debuts. I saw that the Quiet Girl director has done a couple of things before, like here, but I guess they're all short films. But But yeah, Hit the Road was also directorial debut. I guess I'm blocking these. I just noticed. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm so good at this. Okay. Let's continue. I'll move it out of the way if it's like it is. Shit, I should move up to the top corner. I think that would be better. Hold up. Let me move with my background here as well. Oop. Oh shit, it extends. Hold on. I can do it. I'm not a total boomer. No, this is not the right thing. Wait. I got a different idea. Let's go back down. Okay, this is the perfect music to accompany what I'm doing right now. Let's move on to the other side over here, okay? Is this better? Slightly better? I don't know. It's like, okay, it's not centered anymore though. Okay, let's just leave it. Yeah, bottom left is, yeah. It is, yes. Let's move on over. Yeah, we'll get, actually, we'll have a look at it. You mentioned All Quiet on the Western Front for the Oscar chances. We'll go over the critics nominations. We'll go over the BAFTAs and the Golden Globes as well, getting my predictions in. So we'll do that in a bit once we went through all of the Letterboxd stuff. But Everything Everywhere All at Once, the highest rated action adventure of the year. Not surprisingly, the Daniels knocking it out of the park here, and followed up by RRR, which definitely is an action adventure spectacle. We've had some really solid action films this year, even with Quiet on the Western Front, Batman, Avatar, Woman King, Northman. Really strong year for action. If you look at Lachlan's list from this year, it's, I think, other than like the top 2 spots, it's basically all action. So a really solid year for that overall. But yeah, RRR is just a tad bit too much at times for me as well. But yeah, hold on, let's switch on the music. Okay. Marcel the Child with Shoes on highest rated animation. Yeah, I feel like it still is losing out to Pinocchio at the Oscars though, but it would be a really fun upset if that happens. And with the rise of Puss in Boots, man, that's crazy. I still think it's not taking home the Oscar. I just don't see that happening. But Turning Red is falling off. Apollo 10.5 is not getting enough love. But yeah, some really solid animated films towards the end of the year as well, I'd say. And then rated comedy, yes, Everything Everywhere up there. Missing Home, man. Okay, I definitely gotta... What is this film? I feel like I shouldn't say the name of it. And then, an Indonesian film. Okay. It's on streaming, so I might check it out. Interesting that that's so beloved. And then, what is this? There's some strange picks in here. Yeah, On the Count of Three, caught that in 2021 at Sundance. Definitely go check that one out. And the Babylon, I haven't even seen Babylon, but I'm seeing it in a week, on next Friday. Got a press screening for it because it's not out internationally just yet. And then, what is this? Night of the Coconut. I feel like I've heard of this, but it's not out anywhere yet. So, I mean, it being that high up, it's only 2.5 logs though. 2.5K logs. Man, can I talk? So I don't know how valuable you can say that is. And so far, like, if it's yeah, judged in a complete way. But let's move on. Drama, again, this film that I haven't heard of until now. Some common reappearances, other than Close popping onto the list as well in drama, which I love to see. Horror, also a strong year for horror films, but maybe not exceptionally strong, but there were some fun picks. It's crazy that Pearl is... Why is Pearl so much more liked than X? I like X quite a bit more than Pearl. But I know there's some people. Yeah, Josh, I know you don't like Pearl. Okay, I do know you don't like Pearl. But Note was really great. Bones and All was fun. The Menu was pretty good. I didn't like Barbarian like that much. And You Won't Be Alone, or what's it called? You Won't Be Alone. Yeah, I didn't like that one too much. That is a bit of like a witch story. And then Fresh, Bodies. Also some fun picks here. And then this one I also haven't seen. Salem. But it's on Shudder, so quite available as well. I don't know if I'll check that one out. Not the biggest fan of horror as a whole, but I've seen 9 out of 10, so I'm quite happy, I guess, with that. that's a fair bit of what I've seen from there. Okay, mystery getting some love. There's also a few picks that I haven't seen. Interesting to see at the bottom of the list: Confess Fletch, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, The Wanderer, Vengeance, Enola Holmes. I guess I only haven't seen God's Crooked Lines, another Netflix film. Interesting. Getting the watch list treatment, and then The Night of the 12th. Okay, I think the poster is pretty bad. Do they have like other posters in here? No. Okay, well, it's a French film, I guess. Oh, is it French? Yeah, I know it is French. Oh, it's Canadian. Belgium and France. Okay. Well, Batman. I think I've also been spoiled. I know that the Batman was the most popular film of 2022 for Letterboxd. But yeah. What? Tell you a lot about the category if Enola Holmes and The Wanderer makes the top 10. Yeah. I mean, no, I did like The Wanderer. It's crazy that Enola Holmes is in here, though. And it's by rating as well. It's not by popularity. All right. Joyland. Highest rated romance. Been of a weaker year for, I think, romance. Decision to Leave is an amazing film, though. But not really seen a lot other than, I guess, number 3 and number 8. Bones and All and Decision to Leave. But I'm about to catch up on some romance films, so if I do have you on Discord, by the way, or on Twitter, you can do that as well. Just link me like some of the romance films that I haven't seen, because we're doing a 4 favorites in February about romance and rom-coms, and I'm not the most versed person, I'd say, in the genre, but yeah, I feel like the music is like a bit low now, but if you guys say it's good, if it's like bearably audible, it's like I'm jamming out to this, man. Some nice tunes from, I don't know, whatever Pokemon game we got going on right here. Anyways, Everything Everywhere All at Once, also in sci-fi. It benefits from being kind of a hybrid movie with so many different genres attached to it. Night of the Coconut appearing here again, and then I seen, yeah, the top 7. After Yang, really a highlight of the year. Made also is like the 2 movies that made both Lachlan and my top 10 list of 2022 was Everything Everywhere and After Yang. Other than that, we had 18 different movies across the 2 of our lists. But yeah, he had 3 more. He had Nope, Avatar 2, and Prey also on his list. But I haven't seen all 3 of these. Shin Ultraman, which I don't know if I'm really intrigued if I want to see that. Neptune Frost, yeah, I've heard of it. Haven't had a chance to watch it, but it's on the Criterion channel. Might give that a watch. And then Brian on Charles, it's also a Sundance film, I think, that I missed. I'm not too interested though, so let's move on. There's No End, live action short. Okay, well, that's definitely a category that I'm not, I guess, you know, too often go down and have a look. Some of the Oscar shortlisted or longlisted films sometimes get sent to me. So I did watch like one of them and locked them the other day. But other than that, I'm not really seeking it out. What is this? Is this like the Friday the 12th? Oh god, this hurts. Why? This is obviously like a bunch of the people who are like somewhat involved in this, and then it's like, I hate it. That's fucking horrible. Let's move on from short films. This is a better category though, because like, you know, in shorts you do get to play around a bit more with the medium of animation, and so some fun stuff in here. I might come back and have a look at this later on, but let's move on. The Legend of Pee-Pee. It's a funny title. This is Going to Hurt, a narrative mini-series. I Other than Cyberpunk, and We Own This City, I haven't seen anything from here. No, I also seen Blackbird. So okay. Documentary miniseries, I've seen Prehistoric Planet. That's pretty good. Light of Magic, still haven't gotten around to it. And Genius. Well, yeah. I feel like Genius, I don't know who's seen it, but it's just been... What's number 6 on there? What do you mean? The Taylor Show would be number 1? I don't know. Why didn't the Taylor Show make it up there? I guess it said it at the beginning. It's no music. So I assume that was specifically for... I think it's specifically for... I guess music videos that they don't pop up here. But it's great that that didn't get nominated because like it's taking away a spot for someone who actually needs it. Oh, okay. Well, moving on here. Comedy special. Outtakes. Bo Burnham's outtakes in here as well. And then I'm not familiar with like anyone else on this list, but Gerard Carmichael Raffagnol was an amazing special. It's one of my rare 2022 5 stars. I think I've given out 3. That's among those 3 that got that 5-star treatment. I'm really looking forward. That's actually one of the reasons why I guess a bit of a spoiler for next week. We are going to be watching the Globes live. Yes, and he's hosting it. So excited to do that. We'll make maybe a bit of a drinking game out of it. And I'll have like my predictions ready before we get into the show. And yeah, gonna be a late night for me because it starts at 2 a.m. my time. Anyways, Harry Styles, One Night. Okay, so this is a music film. And I also don't see Taylor Swift in here. I guess it's a music film, not a music video. Most popular. Okay, let's get to the juicy stuff. Ratings are not the only measure of a movie. We also consider the lists, likes, logs, and noise around each film. White noise. Are you considering white noise? In 2022, you couldn't stop talking about detectives, dinosaurs, and Vikings, feuding friends and screaming goats. Well, I wish we wouldn't have had to talk about screaming goats, but here we are. Geeks, freaks, and jackasses, and the shadowy superhero who began 2022 as your most anticipated. Based on the volume of community activity, we present the most popular films year by year and by month. Okay. Most popular overall. Unsurprisingly, I'm surprised that Marvel films are really not like cracking towards the top of the list again. Like if we roll back the time a couple of years, I mean, Avengers films would definitely be like all the way up there. But yeah, some interesting stuff in here. We got 2 horror films. We got like a Viking epic, 2 MCU films, murder mystery, some action. No, 3 horror films technically. It's a really great year for horror. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been a weak year for MCU. That's true. I feel like it's definitely going to be stronger next year. I'm surprised that Black Panther is not in here though. But yeah, I guess it's also benefited to be an earlier release. I mean, in May, the Gun premiere for Top Gun, and I think it was out in like summer. And I guess Glass Onion is the latest one that just made some festivals. But Black Panther was even later than that. But it's crazy to see The Northman stay up here all year. Most popular documentary, unsurprisingly, is Jackass. Oh my god. Remember when everyone was talking about the Tinder swindler? I watched it. It's not good. It's really boring. I don't know. And the Bowie doc is okay. Fire of Love is amazing though. Stutz is pretty good. I haven't watched Jackass 4.1. The Selena doc was just okay. Our Father was just a bit weird. I haven't seen Girl in the Picture. But yeah, pretty good popular documentaries. Always great when some people go check those out. Okay, so a holdover from last year, we got Don't Look Up from Adam McKay. That movie was crazy popular for no reason whatsoever, man. Encanto, also holdover. Spider-Man, Eternal still. Wow, that movie was last year. Feels like that was 3 years ago. And Scream, which I love to see. Did that come out in January? That come out in January. I thought it was in March. That's crazy. But I'm really looking forward to the next one. I'm more agreeing with Josh here in chat. I'm not a big fan of Don't Look Up. It came out January 15th. Man, that's crazy. Okay. Well, then the next one's coming soon. I'm looking forward to that. Nightmare Alley. Okay, most popular one in February. Interesting. Licorice Pizza. Ugh, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Encanto still. Uncharted making the top here. The Adam Project. West Side Story still being popular. Was it? What did it come like on Disney Plus? So why is it popular now? I thought that movie came out at the end of 20... Didn't that come out at the end of 2021? Or was it like with the extended Oscar year? Was that year? It's all a blend to me. But the Batman is out and it's going to stay in the top 5 for a while, I assume. Uncharted was 2022. Felt like 2005. Yeah, definitely feels that way. Should have come out at around that time. But The Northman makes an appearance. And X as well as Turning Red. That was all in April. Okay. I guess we are getting a new Pixar film quite soon as well. Yeah, right? It must have been that West Side Story premiered on Disney Plus at that time. I don't know, because I felt like it definitely came out in December. So it's weird that it pops up like this in March. But maybe March was just less popular. But yeah, let's move on to May, which saw the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Mayness, of midness, of mediocrity, of hey, you can make cool visuals like this one with glass. Because there's one where he's on the top right where he's a ghoul. So that's very cool and definitely not a bad movie overall. But we just get a holdover and ooh, Top Gun just pops in there. I think yeah, it's disappointing to be an MCU fan going through the months here, which of course they'll be the most popular film of the month, but then they don't really have the holding power, which is disappointing to see. But then we see probably the reign of Top Gun Maverick, Hustle popping in here, Jurassic World, get the fuck out of here, and then we are already, damn, 2 months apart, we are already getting the next Marvel craze, and the Minions. I don't know. No, I definitely don't. I'm considering if I like Minions, the Minions Rise of Gru more than Thor Love and Thunder. I definitely like Thor more, like by quite a big margin. But I like the debate is there between Black Phone, which I also wasn't the biggest fan of. But Nope and Everything Everywhere still in here. The Batman is, although made it off the list, although it's the most popular one of the year. So I guess it really made an impact when it came out early in the year. But yeah, Nope in here after it premiered in late July. Bullet Train, yes, really controversial film. I quite like the entertainment value that it provided. And the A24 film Bodies. I guess after Yang didn't make that much of an impact, I guess just rating wise it was really high up, but I don't see, other than I guess Everything Everywhere, which dominated, there's no like variety when it comes to the A24 lineup so far, like throughout the year. I guess, oh, no, the Northman was not A24, never mind. That was a bigger production. No, stop saying that. No, Kevin, stop. It's not mid-train. It's actually going throughout the middle of Japan, off-routed. So you could describe it as a mid-train, whereas like where it goes through. It's definitely not mid for the quality though. It was pretty fun. Okay? It's just a good time at the movies. Don't Worry Darling. I think Don't Worry Darling premiered, was it August or September? Because I was there in Venice, by the way. I was in the room where it happened. Such a fucking theater kid. Okay, Do Revenge is crazy to make it up here. I guess it's just because you got Maya Hawke, you got the Riverdale chick, and then you got Talia Ryder. And I'm the biggest stan, or whatever you could call someone who's a big fan of Talia Ryder, ever since Never Ready, Sometimes Always. And I feel like whatever she's been in has kind of been a letdown so far. I just like her. Just I don't know. I guess I just find her really attractive. But Don't Worry Darling is in the September top 3. Is it making it higher? No, it has a staying power though. It's staying in spot number 3. But yeah, also cause it's the literal, yeah, it is. I mean, it looks like a TikTok movie. I don't know why, but it's also with the 13 Reasons Why chick. There's just so many people who just scream popular. And what's going on with what I can't point there. I can't get that. It's so confusing because it's mirrored. And I cannot logically. I just look like the dumbest idiot. I should not do that. But yeah, crazy that one rises to the top. And then Barbarian making a surprise appearance here over Halloween and in the October month, and Smile here as well, which was really popular because like people stopped me in our theater, which is like exclusively an art house theater, like, oh, are you showing Smile? I was like, I don't think we are, probably not. Yes, Sophia Turner was also, dude, everyone was in Do Revenge. It was like they just could have promoted it. They probably did promote it by like just the various Letterboxd TikTok pages, and Letterboxd I think has kind of really grown in the last year. I'd love to get some stats on that, but I guess we're not getting, like, maybe we get that at the end of it, where we see the increase of people who are using it. Yo, what's up, Yuna? Love to see you here as well. Hey, we got a whole bunch of people here. I think I might even pull up your year in review as well before I forget. Let me get that ready. But most popular in November. If you're okay, we are looking at some of the, I don't know if you got a pro account on Letterboxd, but we're looking at some of the stats. I don't know why I got you on here, because I follow so many people. Okay. Wakanda Forever, unsurprisingly. It's crazy that it didn't make, I think, the top 10, right? Most popular films. Enola Holmes, The Menu making it all the way up. I don't know if it's like the ensemble thing that helps it, like, with the popularity on Letterboxd. I don't know. And then last but not least, we got December with Glass Onion going over Avatar. Which is fair. I feel like, you know, a lot of the I don't know, the unsureness, that's not a word, but you know what I mean, about like the success of Avatar came from it not being popular in the circles of film Twitter and maybe Letterboxd, but more of a general audience, a more international audience, where it ended up making more money than like some of the other more successful movies that didn't have China, with like 400 million to boost its, or 300, I don't know. No, it's not 400 million. It's closer to, I think, 250 or something like that. Not up to date to that. Don't quote me on that. But, you know, that's a bit of a boost that those movies get. But they're still not as popular with the film sphere. And I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But Glass Onion up here. And then Pinocchio. I love to see it in Bones and All. Banshees. Great stuff. Yeah, just really casual audience for it overall. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin, the only reason why Letterboxd grew was just because you were just... dude, okay, so I guess I can leak this because you guys won't tell anyone, and we don't have Wally here the other day, who, whenever I said something, he threatened to tweet it out at the person who I'm saying it about. But I just had a meeting yesterday with the artistic director of the Zurich Film Festival, like the head of the festival. We're talking about some stuff that I might end up doing some work there. Really exciting stuff that's coming fairly soon, but I introduced him to Letterboxd. He didn't know what it was, and I just casually dropped it there and was talking about it. And yeah, because like there's some film festivals that do have a Letterboxd HQ account. I mean, we have one. We literally have one for the Quiet on Set podcast that you can follow. By the way, if you don't already, please do. I mean, I don't know if he's a boomer. I just found out he's like not even 50. But yeah, that's that. You get like, it's a bit of an exclusive page. This is the guy that I met yesterday. He's the head of the ZFF. And yeah, we got our lists here. A bit of an overview. But we unfortunately don't get stats on this page. But I keep up to date with the lists that people publish. This is just an ad at this point. But like what we've been watching goes in here. All of our full reviews back to, I think, a certain number. So you have a nice overview of everything we've reviewed so far. He is just admitted. No, he's, well, he has some boomer takes, you know, but that's okay. He's old, but he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Well, yeah, I am sponsored by the Quiet on Set podcast because I am the Quiet on Set podcast. Dum dum dum. Sorry, I just swallowed wrong there. Okay, let's not stall any further and get to the women directors who we championed this year. Okay. In 2022, 8 women were in the director's chair for our top 50 highest rated films overall, down from last year's 9, well, only by 1. So, and 2020's high of 16. Damn, okay. That's some better representation. Don't like the downward trend, but I feel like we had a lot of like action movies, and I think the director of The Woman King, has gone on to like a lot of interviews, and it's also like, you know, black action or like women of color doing doing action is even like less happening, and I feel like it's been a really big year for action, and we don't really have the representation there for a lot of people doing those types of films. So I feel like that's probably why it trended downwards, and in the indie sphere you do have better representation, and in 2022 that was pretty much all that was releasing. So I'd love to see it in the mainstream a bit more as well. Especially if it's up to the quality with like The Woman King, which was a pretty great movie. But as long as these numbers continue to land on the low side, we'll continue spotlighting those who do make it into the stats and finding new ways to celebrate underrepresented filmmakers. It is strategic and necessary. I do agree. So let's have a look at at Aftersun. I was just waiting for this. Charlotte Wells, get in here, please. Sorry, swallowed. Stop quoting me that way. Stop. That's rude. Okay, but it has to be Aftersun. Haven't seen Farah. Okay, let's have a look at all of these. But also, this is a bit of a cheat, the 8 Mountains, because it is Charlotte Fundamensch in here. Which, by the way, do you guys want another shout out? Do you guys want another ad? Because I do have another ad for you. You can go over to the Ewan Graf podcast, which hasn't published interviews since October last year. But guess what just came out yesterday, 2 days ago? My interview with the 8 Mountains director, Felix Groeningen and Charlotte Fundamensch. Go check that out if you want to. But I guess it's co-directed. Then 20th Century Girl. Okay. No, I've seen this pop up on my Netflix. I had it on my Netflix watch list, but I'll make it official, okay? And I'll put it on my Letterboxd one. Lullaby. I think I've also heard of this, but haven't had a chance to watch it. I think it's also not really. Is it out anywhere? Can I see it some places? Or oh yeah, it's been out in Spain for a while, Netherlands, and Sweden. Wait, who's from Netherlands? Is this Kevin? No. Sorry, I'm getting y'all's where you guys live mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But some of you are quoting me, which is not great. Sorry, not sorry. Why 2.5? What is happening? I spoke to so many Belgians, like you wouldn't even believe me. Another Netflix film, put it on the watch list. Women Talking, caught that the other day. Great film. Leonor, Zach from the Interca podcast gave me like a screen link to this because it played at Sundance last year and I missed it. And I just didn't get around to watching it, so maybe I catch it now. And then Falcon Lake. I had this on my watch list. Where did it? Not familiar. But yeah, giving those a watch at some point. Okay, so actually there's a story with Luc Gaston because I like I said, flexing again who I talked to, the like artistic director guy from the Zurich Film Festival, and he talked about it, that like, you know, the guests that came last year to the Zurich Film Festival, and I was in contact to like with the people who were representing close, and I had some other interviews with that distributor here in Switzerland, getting some interviews done, and then they were like, oh yeah, no, he's not coming. And then he ended up coming, but he didn't let me know that he actually showed up and just didn't schedule me in for an interview. So then I had like some other people who I knew in the film scene here were like, oh yeah, I just had an interview with Luc Gaston. It was amazing. I was like, motherfucker, that's not okay. I really wanted to talk with him because I liked Close quite a bit. But yeah, let's move on. Because I think we're not even halfway through. Why is there so much stuff on here? That's why closest number 2, because she got a vendetta against Dawn. Yeah, certainly. No, I just got to rewatch After Sun because it came out on VOD. And Close hasn't gotten the rewatch treatment yet, so I bumped it down. It was like my number 1 for the majority of the year, but that rewatch just solidified After Sun as my favorite. Highest rated documentary features for documentary features. Turning more Australian by the minute. Nar. Yeah, some familiar titles in here. Descendant is really great. And All the Beauty and the Bloodshed being really the highlight here. So that's Don't Worry Darling. That is up there. Yeah. Cool. Do I need to say more? I would have loved to see, is it Emma Seligman? No. Who am I mistaking it here? Emma Seligman was the one who did another movie with Rachel Sennett called Shiva Baby. There we go. Got there. But yeah, Fresh, yes. Do Revenge, okay. Not okay. I liked it quite a bit. The Fallout was also great. The House was like one of the shorts directed by a woman, or like all of them. Paloma, Emma, and Mark. What the fuck is Mark doing here? We had a good thing going on with Paloma, Nikki, and Emma. What are you doing, Mark? I don't mean Mark in chat, by the way. Okay. Yeah, pretty good list. Overall popular ones. Intermission. Okay, well, let's take a break then. I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry, you're catching strays. And ski? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay. Everything that's ever happened to you has led you here, the halfway point. Take a break and check out the most from our year's work. The most listened to Letterboxd show. Our biggest weekend. Man. Hold up. This is like... there we go. This feels better. Oh, yeah. Let's do some ad time. So have you checked out the Quiet on Set podcast? We do have a webpage that looks extraordinarily ugly here. We do have all of our latest TikTok videos as well, conjoined here on the timeline from the Quiet on Set account, as well as the Ewan Graf account. I love to say my own name. Yeah. Heaps of stuff over here, okay? Ad time over. Can we move on? Cool. Oh, the Criterion Closet video was fun, though. If you haven't seen it, I'm really jealous because the Criterion people got to go to the Criterion Closet, which is definitely like an all-time goal for me. Oh, that's Boops. And he's from the 70mm podcast. Oh, what's his name again? Slim. And I think she's the Kiwi. She does like a lot of the back-end stuff for Letterboxd, so that's great to see. And then I think she does a lot of the interview stuff, so cool that Letterboxd is like more front-facing as well, like in content creation. Love to see it. And we definitely didn't steal 4 favorites from them. If anyone asks, I had that independently. No, it's not sponsored. I wish it was sponsored by Letterboxd. I can't get I can't get a Letterboxd sponsor. I'd love to though. Just pick the most basic movies, basically just movies from the top 250. They did pick a lot of, yeah, no, I did watch that and was like, huh, funny, but not funny. Funny, weird. I know these films, all of them, because I've seen them on the top 250. You'd be grabbing Thief and like, haha, look at me. Because you see it, the thing that I'm doing, it says Thief, and I'm just grabbing them. So that's, yeah, anyways, let's move on. Year and numbers. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm really interested in. Especially, do we get a comparison to last year's as well? Just big numbers. Lots of lists, lots of reviews, comments, diary entries, ratings, and films watched. Why not a billion? What's happening? What's happening, Letterboxd users? I'm contributing. I watched over 1,000. films. I watched like 500 something films this year. Has everyone been slacking? Why is the number not up there, man? We gotta improve these numbers. I mean, they're pretty great. Don't get me wrong, but we can do better. Wasn't that yes, I said like that's how I passed actually. And I had like in my final like not the written test, but not the audit. English is my strong suit as well. The oral test, yes. I had to take it in probability, or like there were a certain few math subjects that could have come up, and probability came up, and I was just guessing up. I was just like saying something, and I got a pretty good grade. I think I got like the second best grade that you could have gotten. But I just bullshitted them, and somehow it worked. I don't know what the stakes were, probability of me doing great in maths, but all I can tell you, it's the number isn't big. Not as big as the year in numbers for Letterboxd. Yeah, well, don't hit me with the German thing here, okay? You'll get everyone confused, especially if you type in XD. They're like, are you a time traveler from like 2011? What's happening? That's called pity? I wish. I mean, I'll take a pity grade and just pass. That's, yeah, no. Stop it with the XD. It's making me uncomfortable. Okay, so more, damn, oh, even more numbers. Oh my god. This is my favorite subject in math, when they go from high numbers and big numbers to even more numbers. During 2022, we logged, yes, 133,547 hours. Okay, should I read them all out? Or is this like, is this guy, what do you guys want? I'm not doing that. Okay, we got over 1.5 billion words, so that's great. Of all films watched, 22% were 2022 releases. Coincidence? Yes, I think it is a coincidence. Collectively, our patrons customized. Okay, I feel like I contributed with about like maybe 30 on these like 3.25 million posters being changed. Which, if you don't know, and if you, I don't know if I should even tell you because you're so poor, you can't even do it. But you can change. Stand up with this bit. You can change the posters here. I guess I could like change the numbers for 2023. I could change it a whole bunch of times. Okay, this is not the music. I don't like this as the vibe. No. Don't make fun of me. Because I feel like that's like an escalating thing that I'm not happy with. If that music plays. What else do we got here? Let's play something like this. Okay, this is a spoiler. We'll get to that in a second. I feel like I've been going for way longer on this than expected. How can you spend an hour on the fucking Letterboxd review? Too many big numbers. Okay, I got confused. It is addictive. Yeah, it definitely is addictive. No, don't look at it yet. 10.7. Yes, it's inches, by the way. Popular reviews. Yeah, okay. Do we just get like... Okay, I'm surprised to not see all of it be Carsten Runquist, which, I mean... I mean, great for the guy, but I think like a couple of years he was there all the time. I'm not reading through those reviews here, by the way, but yeah, those are reviews. Also, you know, we had big numbers, now we have words. Let's skip over the words. But you can read through these, but I'm not going to. Popular lists though, is a bit more interesting. Much words. Yes, too many words. Visually insane. Oh, this is actually a fun one. Those are some... I never really paid attention to how crazy the 2001: A Space Odyssey poster really is. Like, it's a pretty... Like, it's pretty aggressive. But this is also a great poster. I'm getting a call, but I don't know if that got picked up in the thing as well, but I had to decline. Mandy, yeah, also getting a crazy post. Enter the Void, still haven't seen it. Mad God from this year. Yeah, man, this list is getting a like. I like it. I like it, Picasso. The Beginner's Guide to Global Cinema. Yeah, looks pretty interesting. Avant-Garde. Sigma But Women. Yeah, I think I already saw this. Movies, it should be illegal to watch before 9 p.m. I've also seen that list. She had sex with That's a funny list name. What's the fuck? I haven't seen the B movie. I still haven't seen the B movie, but what's that supposed? I'm intrigued. So that's getting a like as well. Okay, let's have a look. Modern rom-coms. Ooh, I might have to check that out for favorites. Let's see. Well, I've seen like more than half. Okay. I haven't seen Sing Street. That's definitely on the list. But yeah, send me those recommendations for rom-coms specifically, because I am slacking when it comes to those. Yes, Mark, your year in review. Oh shit. No. I'm leaking. Ah, let's switch. Sorry. Wrong page. Because I opened this link. I'm so good at streaming. Asian coming of age cinema. Okay. Obsession with perfection. That's more up my speed. Modern rom-coms. Wait, did I give it a like? Yes, I did. Okay. Obsession with perfection. You know. Okay. Cool. Sing Street. I've heard some really great things about Sing Street. But put it on your watch list if you haven't yet. It's do I okay, I guess I'll do it. I think it probably is already. Yes, it is. It's been for a while. But for you, look. Oh, I haven't watch listed yet. See, just for you, Kevin. Okay. Some weird vibes from this stream today, man. Okay, lists we love. So I selected a list from the Letterboxd crew. That shot of someone in the theater watching a movie. Nah. Filmic lies, fictional stories about real people. I feel like this one would be really useful if you're doing like a video essay and you're like basically just want like I made an intro once with the cinema, but no, with the Taxi Driver thing. For one series that I did with like where I wanted to watch 52 films every week, a film from a new year. It never got past like the third movie. But yeah, 50 years of Roe v. Wade. Okay, that's interesting. Domestic and foreign films, docs and shorts. Oh, I've already liked this. Yeah, I'll give this a closer watch again. Horny Nerd. Getting Stuck in Terrible Places. Cinematic universe. That's funny. Frozen. Yeah, phone booth. Yeah, man. Letterboxd is great for lists as well, which I don't typically tend to use it as much. Kevin, he's getting aggressive in chat here for me having... I literally watched it like 3 hours ago, okay? I just watched it. I guess we've been chatting before, so I should have mentioned it. Most frustrating titles to say in conversation. Okay, so I gotta... As you might know, I went to Cannes, and I saw this at the premiere where Jesse Buckley and Ronnie Kina were there as well. The directors, I think Fortnite or whatever. Long story short, there were a bunch of people outside. Like, they always ask for like, do you have a spare ticket for this film, like for Decision to Leave or Broker? And they usually just write like I want and then the title of the film. So it was very funny to see a bunch of people standing around with signs that said I want men, and I was like, hell yeah, you and me both, baby. That's yeah, love that. Why do we keep going back to this? I have to kick this out of this. This is not a clown show, okay? This is a serious broadcast. Okay. Take me seriously, please. Okay, yes. Plants, flowers, gold or neon. Okay. I think we've had it with all the lists. Best films of 2022. Video countdowns created by Letterboxd members. Sam Smith? Huh? Why is Uncharted in here? Okay, so this is just a bunch of videos from creators. Why am I not in this? Huh? Letterboxd? The disrespect. Maybe it was because I didn't show that ad before. Oink. Okay, this would get Kevin excited because he likes a certain Black Mirror episode a lot, and he also likes the movie Oink. Those are totally unrelated. Two just random facts. But yeah, one theme of 2022 was a surprising amount of puppets and plasticine. So I don't know how to say this word, but yeah, lots of stop motion. Mad God was crazy. Wendell and Wild was a bit disappointing. Pinocchio was great. Marcel was great. I haven't seen Oink yet. Is Oink anywhere to be seen in the foreseeable future, though? Like, is it getting a release? Let's check. Because you can just easily check when you go over to IMDb. You can see... because, like, we did send... It's not up here, but I did send one of our guys in chat in here up to a festival earlier this year, to the Ghent Film Festival. Which is not on here because you don't have enough clout. So, yeah, shut it. But yeah, only some inaccessible places for most of you, I assume. Unless you're from Sweden or Norway. Or, like, wait longer until it's in France. But we'll see. I'll try to keep an eye out for it. Beam me up. What is this? You know why I smile a lot? Hold up. Ooh, okay, a supercut. Let's watch the supercut and maybe not get our eyes exploded too much. Let's give this a watch. Yeah, movies. The Whale of Famous, everything. Ooh, Apollo. The internet movie. Lots of great stuff out this year. Piggy, Till, Stars at Noon. Don't love to see that here. Why is the Harry Styles movie was on there as well? Police something. Man, this is the most generic beat. Like I can just change it back to this and it's like the same. Ooh, Terrifier 2, Nope, Quiet Girl, Northman, Marcel. Ooh, so many movies. Do Revenge, of course, has to be in there. And RRR closing. No, not closing it off. 3,000 Years of Longing. Yeah, just been a really active film year for me, at least. I ended up watching 320 something films that were released in 2022. Yeah, My Policeman, that's what it was called. Okay, fun little video. Yeah. Yeah, supercuts are fun because it's just a shit ton to, like, it's not like a complex video to do, but it's still quite, like, it's so hard to assemble to get all of those clips together. Hey man, if you got 320 movies that you watched, why would you not brag about it? By the way, I've seen, no, big number. I won't say that. We'll go over my stats in a second. It's great. I like to reflect. I watch a lot of movies, okay? Okay, camera person. An assortment of characters went behind the lens and were a lens. Fablemans, yeah, Final Cut. I haven't seen Clerks, but I've seen everything else on this list. Yeah, something in the dirt, bit of a underground thing, a little of a smaller production that's worth checking out if you like if you like if you like weird stuff. Okay, let's move on. Why am I getting the Halo from now? What am I? Okay, I'm now onto a movie that's a video that's what happens if you overlap every Halo theme. So I guess that's what we're doing now. Which I think is the perfect energy for this next video, which is about dance scenes. So let's give this a watch. What's the movie that they play? No, boring. We are listening to the Halo theme as they dance here. Perfect dance music. Yeah. Armageddon time. Yeah, I love the sequence in Don't Worry Darling when Harry Styles just gets on stage and starts dancing as if he's like a performer of sorts. It was so out of character as well. Paul Mescala's The New Gladiator. What? Really? Are you shitting me, or like, is that an actual thing? I'd love to see him in the new Gladiator. Oh my god, yeah, to star in Ridley Scott's Gladiator sequel. Damn. Nice. Pinocchio getting some dancing sequences as well. Yeah, Moon Age Daydream, Fablemans. And Natu just being the most popular one. Pearl is a funny one. Lila Crocodile, yes, another film that I ended up watching. Okay. I feel like this is coming in a bit hot. Ooh. And yeah, Cha-Cha Real Smooth with a dance scene there as well. Some great dancing in movies this year, which, like, compared to maybe some music stuff, is not always catering to like TikTok, unless you're like Wednesday. But I don't know how calculated that was as well. But I don't know. Maybe they had like a that got. I don't know. I'd love to see like a behind the scenes or like some deep dive on that, where someone like actually goes deep on like how much of the Wednesday thing was created, or it was just like sheer luck that happened. But yeah, Don't Worry Darling was a funny one. It came out 30 minutes ago. Yeah, dude, I've been streaming for over an hour. It's been a while. Okay, let's get this back on the road. Welcome to the Black Movie Title Parade. What? Huh? Oh, where it has black in the title. That's that's really random. That's like the one short video that Lucky and I did, where we're like, what's the best movie that's got water in the title for like Avatar 2? Which yeah, okay, cool. Lots of movies with black in the title. Best one being probably Is That Black Enough for You? Really great documentary over on Netflix. Lord of the Ring, one designed to rule them all, a center circle. Yeah, we do see that repeated quite a bit. I'd say my favorite out of all of these, it's like Everything Everywhere All at Once is like such a clear, easy favorite. But I love the Decision to Leave design as well. It's really great. Don't Worry Darling sucks though. Candy Colored Clouds. That I guess that's an accurate statement for these films. Decision to Cleave. Weaponized women were all the rage. I guess. Yeah. Loving Looks. Is this like, I don't know, is this like the part of Letterboxd where it's just I don't know, trying to be a I don't know, just like some streamlined 2012 version of YouTube where they I'm blanking on the name. What's it called? That YouTube channel that was like what's his name? I'm trying to be hip. Yeah, it feels like that way, right? Let's make a funny list ourselves. Let's do a bit of a joke with this and have like a bird here, which you wouldn't expect. Okay. Green ray, the green ray, a gravitation towards green ray gradients. Dude, Letterboxd, just do a list, okay? One Sheet Wonders, the Letterboxd crew's favorite 2022 film posters. Yeah, I'd love to see some lists of like, because I don't particularly care for like the posters specifically. But Nanny ones is pretty great. Again, like Decision to Leave is pretty great. I feel like the Till poster is pretty basic. I don't know why that is like emphasized so much. And Nope is pretty great as well. Don't like the Turning a Red one. The Change Up. Top 10 most customized posters by Patreon members. Yeah, the Bullet Train one. Lachlan got the like 4K or like the steelbook for it. And it looks amazing. It has like more of like this art. This type of art. I don't know if it's got it here as well. I think it is like pretty much this poster, but like even more expanded. It looks pretty sick. I mean, this is a really bad generic poster. And the Batman, is this like not the normal Batman poster? Oh yeah, it's this one. I like this one way better as well. So let's change that. Cool. Oh god, it's got to read out the whole page. Fantastic Mr. Fox looks great. Everything. No, why are people changing everything everywhere? It looks amazing. X, yeah, this poster is also better. Nope, it's a fun one. Okay, let's move on. All of these, yeah, the posters from Letterboxd sucked pretty. Okay, we are getting to the sad section. Sidney Poitier, yeah. Monica Vitti, Ray Liotta. I don't know. Am I supposed to react to this now? James Caan. Jean-Luc Godard, yes, this year as well. Okay. it's deaf, it's weird, it's bleak. I don't know. How do I get through this? The mosts. And finally, the actors, directors, and films that caught your attention in 2022 and those angling for it in 2023. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. It's like, look at these dead people. And it's like, yeah. I'm also Michael K. Williams. I forgot that was. I thought that was this year as well, but I guess it was last year. But you get what I'm saying. We're already in 2023, but I'm talking about 2021. And finally, the actors. Yes. Okay, most watched actress. Kate Blanchett. I guess Pinocchio and Tar, obviously, but was she in anything else? Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything Everywhere and Halloween. Zoe Kravitz in that HBO movie. What was it called? Can I click on her? I can click on her. She was in... where is it? Where is it? It's further down. Where is it? Where is it? Am I? Kimmy. That's where it is. Tilda Swinton, Natalie Portman, I guess just for... Was it just for Love and Thunder? Or what else has she been in? Hold on. Where's popularity? No. Sorry, I mean newest. Was it just for Love and Thunder that made it the most popular? Or was like, I guess with other movies as well. Jenny Slate, Catherine Hanso, Saldana, Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah. Well, that's a great picture for Willem Dafoe. Jenny Slate, yeah, Jenny Slate, I guess for Marcel the Shell. And then I don't know what else she was in, but I guess it was really popular with... Probably it gets like the amount of... It's probably not like watch time by... Because it wouldn't matter how long the movies are. But just how much like people watch of her in it. And they probably went to go back and log and watch all of the shorts for Marcel. That's why I think she's probably on there. Cumberbatch second. That's crazy. Is this just Multiverse of Midness? Or why is she... Why? Okay. J.K. Simmons, because as you all know, he was in Marmaduke. Because you all know, he was in Marmaduke this year, and yeah. Wait, what's the other movie that he was in this year? Why was he so popular? He was only in Chippendale. What the fuck? Was it just Marmaduke? How many people have seen Okay, 4.3k is not too, like, it's too much, but it's still not that much. Bradley Cooper, Brad Pitt, Andy Serkis. Colin Farrell should be up here. And where's Paul Mescal? Come on, give him some representation. I know it's a smaller film, but definitely. Yes, 0.9 for a film is like, how do you even get that low? It's crazy. Okay. Matt Reeves, most watched director. It's also crazy because he doesn't have like that many films. But I guess some people went back and watched Planet of the Apes. Spielberg, no surprise here. And then both the Daniels, Scorsese, Fincher, Anderson, and Sam Raimi, I guess, with the Multiverse of Midness really being that popular. But no James Cameron up in here. That's surprising to see. And other than Zoe Saldana, also not anyone from those films in here, right? Okay. Most watched women director. Again, Olivia Wilde. Okay. Cool. Damishi, Lana Wachowski, Alina Rage, Mimi Cave. Yeah, Mimi Cave was fresh, right? Jane Campion, Chloe Zhao. Yeah, Greta Gerwig. I hope to see her at the top of the list next year with Barbie. Sandwich. Yeah, Jordan Peele sandwich between the Daniels. It's a nice little sandwich. Most watched first time director. Where is Charlotte Wells? She is here. Yes, in the middle row. Wait. Oh, I thought it said like most watched first time female director, and I didn't see Parker like these two up here. I was like, hold up, in this women list, why are there two guys in here? But yeah, cool. Most obsessively rewatched. Yeah, I'd love to see like the stats on it, like how many times did people rewatch it? Morbius, Low rated, most loved. Yeah, I never went to see Morbius more than once. But that is very cool. Purple Hearts, most divisive. I thought it was okay. Not great though. Zombies free, I haven't seen the in between. Blonde. Blonde is definitely should get the prize for most divisive. I feel like that's I guess it's more universally hated at the end of the day. But I came out of that film like not really hating it too much. I quite enjoyed it. And then everyone started to hate it. I was like, yes, now I retroactively have to change my mind because I do not have I do have a hive mind brain. I cannot have my own thoughts and opinions. But it's probably not as great as I thought it was. It was just a bit more of chaotic energy. Okay, this is interesting. Most anticipated of 2023. If you've watched the video on the Quiet Answer podcast where we went over luckily mine most anticipated films of the year. There's a bit of overlap. I also have I thought it was I thought I was kind of an outlier having Barbie as my number one, but it's also my number one. I'm most anticipating Barbie, other than How Do You Live, the new Studio Ghibli film. But don't know if you were getting that yet, for sure this year. So yeah. See the full list for 2023 and beyond. Is it just okay? It's just upcoming, so it's just pulling this list. Which okay. Wait, did I just close the thing? Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go back. We were not done. Okay. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, Guardians 3, Dune 2, Killers of the Flower Moon, John Wick 4, Quantumania, Beau is Afraid, and Indiana Jones. Which the new poster here is terrifying. Like, what is this? It's like, oh my god. Disappointed we don't have this. Yeah, we're not getting the movie Joaquin Phoenix anymore. But yeah, that's that. Oh my god, it's not letting me change in here. Letterboxd, I'm canceling my Patreon. Crew picks for 2023. Yes, Creed is also up there for me. How to Blow Up a Pipeline. I've heard some great things about it from the Intercut podcast. Definitely looking forward to that. And then, yeah, How Do You Live? Love to see that here. Polite Society also looks interesting. Bottoms as well. For like, I would have. No, there's quite a few films that I'm anticipating, but I wouldn't have like Ant-Man in here. Don't really care too much about Indiana Jones. Everything else I guess I do care about. Maybe least coming up there is John Wick. But also haven't seen any of the Magic Mike films, so guess I have to catch up on those before we get that film. Wants to watch The Kings of the World. Yes, I think that just came out on streaming as well. I think it came out on Netflix. Not for me though. It won a prize at the Zurich Film Festival. That's why I heard about it, but I missed it there. So definitely have to watch that one. And then Layla's Brothers. Was that the one where like one of the lead actresses was arrested for a while? I think it was, right? But I think she was just released again. So that's not a great film coming out of Gun that I can recommend. And yeah, that's it. One of the most important things we can do right now today as a society is to pay attention to each other. Wait, what?
And so the movie's kind of saying like one of the most important things we can do right now today as a society is to pay attention to each other.
Wise words from Daniel Kahn here. Yes, Rebel. I haven't seen Rebel yet as well. But gotta add that to the watch list. But that's a wrap. See the full list, the journal story. I think I'm good. Okay, so we can switch on over to some of the year in review stuff. And who wants to go first, huh? Who wants to go first? So should I go first, or do any of you want to go first? It's show and tell time. I was about to say on Quiet and Set, but we're not on the Quiet and Set channel. Wrong channel, buddy. No one's volunteering? Okay, then I'll do me so I can watch my... So I'll do you last, so you can't leave, Kevin. Okay, let's pull up your shit. Okay? Sorry, I shouldn't call it shit. I'm still, like... There you go. So that's your list. It's a very cool list. You watched almost free movies in 2022. And yeah, this is your 2022 ranked list. Interesting stuff on here. Quiet Girl makes it into your top 10. I also got Top Gun in here. Northman really high up. Nope, number 2. Okay, interesting. You've not... I assume you haven't seen After Sun yet, right? Josh, I'll have a look at yours next. I got it over here. Yeah, I still haven't seen Small, Slow but Steady, but I've heard some great things about it. By the way, if you want to hear like what Kevin had to say, because he's our Belgium correspondent, there's an episode up on Quiet Inside YouTube with the Ghent Festival recap where we talk about The Quiet Girl, Banshees, Utama, Small, Slow and Steady, of course Ambulance. No. But a whole bunch of these films played there. And yeah, you've been really active in October. Interesting. First film, oh boy, great pick. Hey, dude, you had a couple of free time watches. I didn't get around to rewatching stuff that much, but capped the year off with Top Gun. Nice, love to see it. Mainly US films though, interesting. Drama, comedy, crime. Really a lot of crime films, disproportionately so, because I feel like this has been the year of the action movie. But I guess it's just like a few outliers that can do action big. And obviously, like, drama is always going to be the biggest. Also, this, I feel like it's an interesting... technically, this is interesting. I guess you're a Patreon. Are you a Patreon? Hold on. Are you flexing on us, Kevin? Are you a Patreon? But you get these, like, mini things, which I don't really look at them ever. You're doing a thesis on action movies and you've only seen 62 this year. What are you doing? Like, you gotta have at least 100, okay? Weak. I can only be rude to the people I actually know. By the way, I'm a very pleasant person to be around. Don't ask Lachlan though. Not reviewed versus reviewed. Okay, we can get those numbers up. You can review a bit more. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And then you watched a lot of movies that you quite enjoyed. You added so many movies to your watch list, though. And it's even worse than I did. But you ended up watching a bit less than 200 of them. Interesting. Willem Dafoe, Michael Stuhlbarg. Who's Soren Pilmark? Who's this guy? The Purity of Vengeance. Okay. I've never heard of any of these films. It's like a guy from... No, don't leave. Stay here. We're not done with you yet, okay? Because I am praising you now. You have watched 7 films from Koreeda. You've seen more than I have. Because, like, I'm the biggest fan of Koreeda. But if I'm being honest, I've only seen Shoplifters and Broker. I have not seen anything else. No, I've seen The Truth. No, never mind. I'm lying. But I've seen only 3 of his films. Bo Burnham. Yeah, pretty fun list. And... you ended up watching The Predator. I feel sorry for you. I did that this year as well. Pretty bad movie. But yeah, a bunch of movies that you ended up watching. Okay, well, thank you for your contribution. Let's move on to Josh Man. Hold up. Why does this not... I want it in full screen. There we go. We can leak it like this. That's fine. Big fan. Yeah, I am. Well, I am though championing it. I like these films and tell people to go see them. Okay? Not using the big words anymore for today's stream. 322, also about the similar amount to Kevin. You watched quite a bit as well, Josh. Why is it taking so long to scroll, man? I just wanted to compare the two. I'm not doing that. I'm not comparing sizes. I feel like that's rude. But yeah, pretty active year as well. Got some highest rated films in here as well. You loved Men a lot. Love to see it. Quite enjoyed that. After Sun. 5-star for the Northman. Nice. Nice. And you are someone who are like Turning Red. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of Turning Red, but I like, there's certain films where like I see a really high rating. I'm like, ooh, who are you? What are you doing? And we're Turning Red. I'm like, yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool for you. But yeah, I feel like this is one of the most interesting stats, like how many movies you end up watching a month or how many a week. But pretty much daily, you are up to something. Watch Moon Knight. I was about to say, why did you watch Moon Knight 6 times? But I guess it's for every episode you logged it. And I know you're a big fan of the Fallout. And yeah, you ended up mainly watching 2022 releases. Okay, interesting to see. And you are the place to go if you want to read a review. You pretty much reviewed every movie you watched this year. And you gave quite a few 4 stars as well. Yeah. Yes. Oh, who's Andra Arnold? Cow? I've also seen Cow. I haven't seen American Honey and Fish Tank. I gotta catch up on those. But yeah, you evenly spread it out, the love for the filmmakers here. But yeah, then your 2022 ranked, you have 141 movies on there, so quite a few if you want to go check out Josh's list. Who's next? Should I go next? By the way, thank you for submitting those and having me have a look through. Well, was there anyone else in chat who's also... Oh yeah, I think Yuna also told me that I could have a look through. You go next, yeah? Okay. I'll do Yuna. I don't know. I don't think she's here anymore. So we'll go through mine. Yes, that's the correct number that you can see. I watched 558 movies this year. Next year I'm trying to get to 1,000 hours. No, I do not have a social life, but yes, I'm good. Emotionally, yes. Mentally, no. No, wait, the other way around. But yeah, I haven't done too many reviews. I kind of cut back on those. It's just like put a timestamp in there. Yeah, so yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. Definitely want to get a bit better at that. And I do see that Kevin actually did leave. So that's pretty funny. He actually did wait to go see a movie. After Sun. Oh, great pick. Oh, wait, that's my list. 320 movies, again, to mention it here, just out of spite. And had a really big week, I guess, in March. Interesting. About 10.5 movies a week. Sunday is my big day where I watch movies, if you cared. And then just a whole bunch of movies that I watched twice. I don't know if I even watched Girl Gang twice, or... I guess I watched it halfway through and then watched it the whole time through, and I just locked it twice, I think. I don't know. I was supposed to do an interview with the director, and then she bailed because she didn't want to do YouTube interviews, which was crazy. But I don't know where she thought it was going. But yeah. He really did want to go watch a movie. Oh, sorry, man. I got to sneeze again. I still got the sniffles. I still am a bit sick. Man, that was a weak ass. Anyways, okay. I'm rolling over my cables here. Okay, Sundance. Yeah, I did Sundance early this year. Not doing it last year. I'm not doing it again this year, unfortunately. Also, the lineup seems to be quite slow and not that strong this year. Anyway, so don't really care too much. Anyways, drama, comedy for me as well. I watched a whole bunch of animation. And that was mainly because we just did our 4 favorite series most recently. But that it's like that high amount is actually just because I watched a lot of animated films from Valerian. I don't know how to say his name. But he has a bunch of I think animated films, and then Lotte Reininger, who I tried to watch pretty much everything off. And I was in a class earlier this year about animation, or last year about animation. So my list here is a bit chaotic with like Jeff Goldblum. Okay, Colin Farrell has had a big year. Interesting. And then only Joey King making it into my most watched stars as like the female representative. And then yeah, I watched the short films from Charlotte Wells. Yeah, some interesting stuff here. I definitely want, on my all-time thing, I want to make this a bit more green overall. Let's have a quick look at Yuna stats, and we'll go through a couple of those, but we'll skim through them. Unless someone wants us to take a closer look at theirs. Let's see. 2022. I know you're a big fan of everything from Snyder. I can't say that I'm the same, but yeah. X. Okay, you loved X. I mean, a lot of love for Nope, like and for Top Gun, across all of y'all's lists. I guess Everything Everywhere is just the outlier that's just beloved by everyone. But man, wow, you were really active this year with 640 logs almost, but way less watch time overall. So I assume it was just also a lot of like short films as well. Yeah, they had a shit ton of animation. But interesting that it's like animation is almost your most popular genre. I don't think I've ever seen like someone have that much animation in their overall list. Lots of Tom Hanks stuff. Okay. Interesting. Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. Pretty fun. Okay. 1,600 movies. That would be crazy. I think like my goal for next year is to do 500 again. 500 something. I just want to hit like 500 and then maybe like around like 300. I mean, if I get to 320, I get to do the bracket again, and I feel like that was a lot of fun, although it was exhausting. Maybe doing it next year with a big of an a bigger audience as well could be very fun. But Matt ended up doing a review for every one of his for all of his films that he watched. He had cracked the 1,000 hours watched as well, and loved Banshees. Love to see that at the #1 spot. 10.7 films per week. Damn, you were busy. White Noise, no rewatches though. Oh, I guess no, you did have 8 rewatches. Oh, I guess it's not like second time this year, but just overall. And yeah, didn't watch too many of the new releases out of those. And you got a fairly balanced curve here as well, which I don't know if we looked at my curve. Hold on, we got to go back and look at my curves. Appreciate my curves, bitches. Because I do have it. Dude, it takes so long for Letterboxd to load these. Are you, dude? There's so many people watching right now. You're probably all on Letterboxd and crashing the site. And it's always the same with these streamers. You open up one page and soon enough everyone's there. I guess my goal would be to, well, I'm not hitting 4K in 2023. Would be sick though. But I guess that's going to be a 2024 goal, that we get to 4K watched films. But yeah, I mean, there's some people who also don't log short films, and I like to keep track of when I watch stuff, so I do it as well. Hold on, where's my curve? Did I just go past my curve? Oh, look at that beautiful curve. What do you guys see when you look at that curve? What? Certain purple comes to mind. Bit of a butt chin. Looks like a ball sack, maybe. A Swiss Army knife. Balanced as all things should be. A lot of mid. That's what you see here. That's what you see. Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. I always say like that everything that gets like a 3 out of 5 from me or above is like worth seeing, and I feel like it's just like, you know. But I am pretty cautious with my 4.5 and 5 stars. Like I gave The Quiet Girl a 4.5 earlier today, and I already want to go back because I feel like it's not really up there. So I end up going with a lot of like 3.5 and 3s. But with the amount of movies that I end up watching of the new year of like that are new releases, I feel like it's fine. But I don't know, because like it's not just about me enjoying a film and then I rate it high, but I also try to go in with a certain bit of just the quality that I want to assert to a movie. But it's always hard when you go through the when like the subjective tries to kind of merge with the at least a bit of objectivity when it comes to what makes a movie good or not, just technically. But it's so it's so emotional in a lot of ways that it's hard to just like pinpoint. But yeah, Matt was more active than me. I'm sure he's really happy about that. A friend of mine, Bernardo, watched quite a few films as well. 204. His top 10 are After Yang, Red Rocket, which, yeah, I guess is also 2022, early into 2022. Watcher, I haven't even seen that one yet. I've heard some, like, it's a horror film, right? I've heard some diverging things from it. Pretty different one. But he was pretty active in January, so I guess he did Sundance and then got busy. And yeah, rewatches for 2022 releases, and he's got just a middle. See, this is a mid curve, right? He has nothing that's shit, and then it's just like all in the middle. That's the definition of a mid curve. Not that his curve is mid; it's just a mid curve. You get me? Okay, let's have a look at a person that hasn't appeared on the podcast in a while, but if you've been a listener, not a watcher of the Quiet on Set podcast, then you might know Kelly Kunap, who was a co-host of the show in the first 60-something episodes. And yeah, she watched a few movies, but you can see Harry Potter was her highest rate. Okay, it's okay, Kelly. Right, Dharma, problematic. My policeman. Whoa, my Tinder swindler. Kelly, what are you doing? See, this is the reason why she's not on the podcast. I'm kidding. Yeah, she watched the movies. Certainly did. Mainly older ones though, not too many new ones. And yeah, that's that. I mean, her curve is as chaotic as her path. Like, this reflects her personality perfectly. like this is Kelly. This could just be her profile picture. Okay. Let's have a look here. Wait, Mark, we haven't done yours yet, right? Yeah. 151 entries, a whole bunch of reviews. Nice. You got some weeks where you were busy with other stuff, but I see you were like, holy shit, I gotta watch some movies before the end of the year. There's so much to catch up on. I see what you were doing here. But still, like every other day you get to watching a movie. That's pretty good. Yeah, refresh it for a top 10. Oh yeah, you pinned my top 10. That's the content we love to see here. It just takes like until 2024 to load. Oh, okay. You ended up watching 80 films. Okay, so more than half the films you watched this year were all from 2022. The favorite, I love to see that all the way up there. Didn't make it up here because I loved After Sun just too much. But yeah, great up here. Top Gun is really way lower for me than for a lot of other people. Same with Avatar, but I get the appeal. For me, that's just like the itch that is kind of compensated with the Batman. Elvis in your top 20. Okay, interesting. The Fallout. Yeah, I like this. I mean, apart from some films that wouldn't make it anywhere near top of my list, I like that Hustle is in here as well. That's some fun stuff here. Summit of Gods. Yeah, I watched that this year as well. My screenwriter school in that time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you got better film things to do. You're like about to, you know, add a log of, well, this is the list of all the films that I've written. That's basically what you've been doing. So that's a great reason to not watch movies. Okay. Yeah, you watched like half and half, I guess, even more than half with 2022. And you got you love to see a peak, you know. It's the balls and the shaft. Shaft isn't too long though. The shaft shouldn't be too long, you know. Okay, I Bryan Singer. That's talking about small dicks. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to Let Me Explain, which I think is just a blank page, okay? He's very funny that way, that he doesn't log his films and then he just does it all in 1 week. That's why he has 245 films logged on like the right before Christmas. So I guess his list is not too accurate, but unless he watches a shit ton of films on Saturday. Yeah, that log list is horrible. But I know he doesn't use Letterboxd that way. But Art ended up watching quite a few films as well. We are pretty even when it comes to like the watch time hours and amount of movies watched. And yeah, he really liked As They Made Us as well. And he's quite evenly spread. Yeah, with his list as well. Pretty similar that way. Who's Pierre Coffin? Is that like Pokemon Evolution? Why is my internet so slow now? Do we? Yeah, no, we do still have an excellent connection. Huh? Arch, what were you doing this year? What's all of this minion content? What? Is this an upcoming video that I haven't seen yet? Oh. I'm so sorry for you. What did you go through on like July 2nd? I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's really sad. I mean, you also rewatched Despicable Me. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Is he the guy that is like the Minions? Is he Dominion? Is he in Jurassic World? Dominion? Dude, Letterboxd is so slow today. But yeah, interesting list. Let's pull up the one from his co-host, Mr. Zach Shevich. Oh, weak. Zach, what have you been doing all year? So much slower than like all of us hip people who log all of our films on the last day of the year. Well, I guess we don't get any more information out of this. But yeah, Zach, 400 movies. Tar was his favorite film of the year. Yeah. Was really active, as you'd expect, during Sundance. Probably gonna go as hard this year as well. I also didn't know that there was so much Minion content. And I also didn't want to know. So now it's kind of like it's opened up Pandora's box of like, yeah, should I know now. Okay. He rewatched a bunch of stuff. He really liked White Noise as well. Also, nice even curve, but he is going quite favorably to some movies. A bit more positive than I guess I would be. They did an interview with Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. I guess he prepared and watched a bunch of films of his. But yeah, I mean, go to Intercut. If you're watching me, you probably do know about Intercut. But yeah, they got some great content there as well. Christoph Schelp, the head of outnow.ch, which is the biggest film related place in Switzerland, and he ended up watching quite a bit. I know he was really active at the Zurich Film Festival in Cannes. He ended up going to Toronto. So throughout the year, you can really see him watch a whole bunch of movies. And I think so what's notable here about Christoph, which makes his list really unique, is that he watched Everything Everywhere All at Once 8 times, which is a crazy amount to watch one film, even if you really like it. But the reason being that here in Switzerland, we don't usually tend to get... Wait, hold on, let me go full screen for this. We usually don't tend to get like A24 films we just get them. It's like a distributor that has to go all out and say, okay, we'll pay the high fees that it costs to bring a A24 film here. And it usually doesn't pay off for them because they don't do as well at the box office. But I guess it should still be here. So a lot of A24 films never even get a release. Like Bodies never came out here. And Marcel the Shell. There's a lot of films that will probably never release in Swiss theaters, and you just have to catch online. And it looked the same for Everything Everywhere, but then Outnow sent a letter to one of the bigger not the big five distributors here in Switzerland, basically writing a letter to like, hey, can you please bring this to theaters, and basically listed a whole bunch of reasons why they should. Sent them an open letter. And they ended up getting it. And they ended up doing a whole bunch of events with it. The movie became a hit. And it really paid off for them. And he attended a lot of the events here in Switzerland, promoting the film. And yeah, paid off. I would certainly say so. Okay, last but not least, we have Austin Burke, really active reviewer here. He popped on to the Quiet on Set podcast, I think for last year's Sundance coverage. I think at some point he was on the show. I think we haven't done, well, yeah, we haven't done anything since in a while, but maybe some of the people watching know Austin because they're part of his Discord server. But yeah, he's mainly focused, I guess, on new releases. So I assume we scroll down, yeah, I know a fair bit of films that weren't just from 2022. As you'd expect, he leans a bit more positively when it comes to the reviews. He's, as I'd say, quite a charming reviewer for all of the films. Unless you're free 65, then he'll review you, but he'll shit talk you to death. I'm actually also surprised that he only has 250 here, but what Austin does is that he publishes a like full review for every single movie he logs. So I don't know if he ever like gets behind much, but he like has really a written out review that's different than his video recording. Really makes him stand out because like as I tend to move a bit more away from work and try to focus a bit more on the channel, spread across like different channels though, which he just focuses on the sole one for reviewing, which I never haven't done yet. But it's a shit ton of work to review this many movies as carefully and as like thoroughly as he does. So I guess it's not too surprising. And we've just been, you know, flabbergasted with the big numbers we saw on my page. I know it's free. Yeah, it's cool. I know. Okay, let's move on before I make myself cringe. Last but not least, we have my little brother who, oh my god, why has it not updated his profile image? I thought he changed it because like, it's a really old image. Okay, well, he just doesn't have an image now. That's great. But yeah, he's watched some stuff as well. He really enjoyed Triangle of Sadness, Cyberpunk. By the way, he gave me the okay to show this. So hope he's still okay with it. But he has some weeks where like some months where he doesn't watch anything, and then he ends up watching a whole bunch. But yeah, not too much that he watched from this year. He's more of a let's catch up on some stuff and watch every Resident Evil film for some reason, although he hates them. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I can talk about some of the films that I've seen since the start of the year. I watched Megan. I watched A Man Called Otto, The Pale Blue Eye, and The Quiet Girl. And yeah, pretty mid start into the year as you'd expect. I will do this for the Fast and Furious this year. Well, are you rewatching all of the Fast and Furious films? Because that would be miserable. Like, why? Why? I mean, like, I assume you, or have you not seen any of the other ones? Or are you just catching up with the franchise now? Like, rewatch or first time watch? But in the meantime, I think Megan was pretty weak. I know some people, like, it's gotten a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and some people seem to quite enjoy it or think it's like passable. I hated it. I thought it was really bad. I mean, it's eerie, but I've seen like 6. Yeah, I feel like, have I seen all of them? I think I've seen all of them. Which are they up to Fast 10? Have I seen 10 Fast and Furious films, like with the Hobbs and Shaw thing? Yeah, FX, which is like, yeah, that's basically the stand-in for what those movies are, a whole bunch of effects. A Man Called Otto also was pretty bad. Really just a lot of like dumb side plots, and I just don't think Tom Hanks is that great an actor. Well, 10 is coming this year, right in May or something, but there's already been 10 films, including the spin-off, right? So this is the 11th film in total, which is like this, yeah. So there's so many films of that. Yeah, A Man Called Otto was shit. No surprise here. I had an interview possibility like early in the year with Mark Foster, and then it just didn't end up happening because they pushed the movie back. I would still love to talk to him about A Man Called Otto and what he did with that film. The one hot take on at the end of what's the hot take? That A Man Called Otto is shit? Like, look at the reviews. Oh, why are the reviews so high? What the fuck? So many. What are people saying? Are there any reviews as well? What's she saying about the film? Cried, loved a lot. Okay, I feel like you are a cutout version of a human. Cool. I didn't like it. I feel like it was really Hallmark level of writing, just really really bad. Oh, no, the hot take, not a good actor. I mean, yeah. Wait, who was it who had Elvis in the top 10? Um, I just like he's okay in Toy Story and Forrest Gump. Not really to stand out to me. He's pretty good in Saving Private Ryan and Catch Me If You Can. I haven't couldn't finish like Green Mile because I thought it was a bit boring. But I guess I haven't seen like too much. I'm just not a. I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. I just don't like him. He's weird. He's weird. Yeah, Hanks was definitely the weakest aspect of Elvis. Okay, if we, I don't know if we want to do the critics' choice in here as well. Maybe we'll quickly go over them because I'm about to do them, at least for the Golden Globes, I think. No, let's just go over all of it really quickly then. Pale Blue Eye was okay, really dark. I didn't like Henry Melling's performance as Edgar Allan Poe though. Like I don't really like that. I don't know, like that old I'm from the South type of way of talking when it's obviously not his original accent, and they're putting it on really thick and just became really annoying after a while. But it's okay. I mean, Christian Bale is pretty good, but it also has like a fun conclusion with the twists and turns. But yeah. And The Quiet Girl was really solid. I don't know if I'll take it down a notch with my 4.5 rating. It might be a bit high, but it's just like it really. What did I write? I wrote like, yeah. If someone asks me what slow and tender is, it's like literally the definition of this. It's really like a lot of slow movie. No, it's not even slow. It's not really a slow movie at all. But it's just very observing. And it's just like staying with the people and looking at them, not really happening too much. And the lead is pretty good, but then I feel like the adults in this film are even better. But she's amazing as well. So The Quiet Girl, it's out now on the BFI player. You can go rent it there. I don't think Pale Blue Eye is one of those films that you end up having to watch at all. So yeah, rather stick with the ones that you have to stick to watch before the awards. And speaking of the awards, the Golden Globes. I think we'll probably skip over some of the television stuff because we've been here for a while. But Barry, just give it to Barry. Yeah, no, let's skip over that stuff and just have a look at. I'll do my full predictions maybe in shorts where I predict the winner of some of these categories. But I definitely, for best television series drama, I'd love to see Better Call Saul win. Wouldn't be too upset about House of the Dragon. I feel like Severance still has to establish itself. It's not really there yet. I haven't seen The Crown and Ozark, which is okay. Wouldn't put it up there. And then do we have a comedy? Yes. The Bear. I would go with The Bear. Definitely not Wednesday. I haven't seen Only Murders in the Building. Axe is pretty good. And Abbott season 1 is great. Season 2 I haven't been the biggest fan, so definitely I would give it to The Bear. Best original song. Probably gonna go to Hold My Hand just because it's Lady Gaga. I'm not predicting here. I'm just taking a quick look at it, I guess. Original score. Haven't listened to the Babylon one yet, but I've heard a lot of great things about it. But I'm saving that until I get to see the films. But I really like the Fableman score as well. Screenplay. Tar, Everything, Banshees, Women Talking, The Fablemans. I feel like this should go to Tar. Although I could also see the Daniels winning this. I mean, Banshees is great, but I don't see it winning though. And Women Talking is like a weird, like in that way weird that it's like rewritten. So it's the voiceover is not done by the male character, which in the book it was. And I agree, it would have been weird if a movie called Women Talking was narrated by a guy. But I feel like the changes from the screenplay, especially with the voiceover stuff, don't really work that well, if I'm being honest. And then Tar and Everything Everywhere are probably more solid overall. And The Fablemans is just, yeah, it's The Fablemans. It's great, but I wouldn't give it a screenplay award. Yeah, because like Fablemans is more, I don't know. To me, like when it's based on, this is just, I guess, screenplay. It doesn't differentiate between adaptation, and these are all originals. Yeah. Anyways, best director, Avatar, everything, Elvis, Baz Luhrmann as best director. What's happening here? No Tar. No Tar. By the way, I guess I already made like parts of my predictions because we are about to record, and I think what did I pick for director? Yeah, I predict it's James Cameron who's going to win. I don't know. I just have a feeling that it might be, but I mean the Daniels out of these this lineup, definitely the Daniels. Best performance, supporting, Barry Keoghan and Gleason. Pitt, haven't seen Babylon. Ke Huy Quan, butchered his name probably, but Everything Everywhere, he's been sweeping. It's great. Why is Eddie Redmayne in this? Supporting role, Angela Bassett. Wasn't that big a fan of it. Rooting for Carrie Condon. And Donnie De Leon would also be fun. Carrie Mulligan, also, like, why is she in this? Non-English film. All Quiet, Argentina, close decision to leave, RRR. I feel like RRR has a pretty good spot at winning this just because of its popularity, and I feel like that's something that the Globes will go with. Also, it can't be at the Oscars. I would love to see Close win. It's my favorite out of the lineup. And then Decision to Leave and All Quiet. Didn't really like Argentina. But I'd love to see the Decision to Leave win, actually, because I feel like it has a bigger shot over Close. Animated. Easy, Pinocchio. Although Puss in Boots is making a really last minute rise. Actor. I feel like, I don't know about Babylon, haven't seen it. This is a weird, I guess it's separated into musical or comedy, but this is definitely going to Colin Farrell. Babylon, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, good luck to you. La Grande, The Menu. Well, this is also Michelle Yeoh's To Lose here. Definitely. Best Motion Picture, Musical. Babylon, Banshees, Everything Everywhere, Glass Onion, Triangle of Sadness. Everything Everywhere will take this. Pretty sure. Maybe upset by Banshees. I don't know. Best performance by an actor. Austin Butler definitely could win this. Frasier could win this. No. Hugh Jackman is out. Bill Nye could be a surprise. Jeremy Hope, The Inspection. Still haven't been able to see that. I feel like Austin Butler is probably going to end up winning this. Kate Blanchett. Love to see her win. I mean, I didn't mind Blonde, but what's Ana de Armas doing in here? Although Michelle Williams was also great. But I'm rooting for Kate Blanchett. Best Motion Picture, Avatar, Elvis, Fablemans, Tar, and Top Gun. This is a bit of a harder one to pick. Yes, you can continue playing the music. I could see it go to Top Gun even, because it is the Globes. I could see it definitely go to Avatar. I feel like Top Gun is more likely though. I'd love to see Tar. Elvis, I would hate to see. I'd love to see Tar, but I feel like Top Gun is gonna take it. And yeah, that's the Globes. We also got the long lists for, maybe we can zoom in here a bit, for the BAFTAs just earlier today. Yes. Hell yes. After Sun, nice. The BAFTAs doing something right. Love to see it. Amazing. All Quiet, The Banshees, Elvis, Everything Everywhere. Fableman's Living, Tar, Top Gun, Triangle of Sadness. What's missing from here? That's like really big. Yeah, BAFTAs are really solid. I mean, I wouldn't put Elvis in here. Living is fine. Just go watch Ikiru. It's a nice promotion. What's the big one that's missing? I mean, Avatar is not in here, but Women Talking. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, having seen the film, I feel like it's pretty solid, but it's also, I don't know. I don't know if it has like that awards winner package other than its message overall. Outstanding British film. I mean, it's hard because this year it has to go up against Banshees, which I feel like is more popular overall, but After Sun is the way better film. Yeah, it was a huge contender before a lot of people like before it came out, and not a lot of people ended up seeing it, I feel like, as well. But I don't know, maybe we'll make a late rise as well. Also doesn't have like that many like really, it's an ensemble film, but it somehow doesn't feel like an ensemble film at times. But Jessie Buckley might get a nomination in there. She's pretty good in it. There's some solid performances in it, certainly. But I like, for example, I didn't like the dude in it. I feel like his acting was a bit annoying at times. I really like just the women talking, and he didn't talk as much, of course, but still, I don't know. But yeah, this is toss up between Banshees and After Sun. Blue Jean is also pretty good. Haven't seen Brian and Charles. And Emily, nah, is also pretty good, but nah, no. And all of these other ones are just British, aren't they? That is also works only in the first part. British, can't do more than that. Outstanding debut, yes, After Sun. Give After Sun, please, all of the awards, please, all of them. I'll take a bit of everything. Donna, I haven't seen these three. Emily, I think, isn't even out here yet. And then See How They Run was a debut, really. Okay. Non-English film. Okay, they got a longer list, 10 films. That's great. I think the Oscars should also do that. They should expand the list, just for representation's sake. You know, even though it is clear that like when something makes it into the Best Picture lineup, like with Drive My Car, then it's obvious it's gonna win. But still, it's still great for representation's sake. Seen this. Haven't seen EO. Decision to Leave, Corsage, Close, Bardo. Yeah, I've seen everything other than the Donkey movie. And yeah, this is a really solid lineup. It's pretty much the one that I would pick as well. I don't know if there's like anything that's getting shut out. Yeah, pretty solid documentary. No Descendant. Still haven't seen Navalny. Fire of Love is pretty great. It's I think it's between Fire of Love, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, and then maybe Moon Age Daydream. But Moon Age Daydream is a bit chaotic, and I didn't really like it that much. But Fire of Love and All the Beauty are amazing. Animated film. Why is Maurice in this? I watched this film. It's horrible. It's horrible. I give it like a 1 star. It's really bad. Bad Guys. That was this year. Guillermo del Toro probably gonna win. Lightyear. It's only in here because they have that many nominations. Because somehow Minions is also in here. But then the my Father's Dragon is not in here, which is, I think, isn't that like an Irish studio? What is happening? Wait, we gotta check real quick. What are the other animated films of 22? That is bizarre. What the fuck? That is so weird. Oh yeah, Sea Beast as well. I mean, I will put them all over these other ones. So wait, is that No Turning Red as well? No, there is Turning Red. Okay. Lightyear's in there. Chip and Dale, I guess, is more of like a TV special because it was a streaming thing. Wendell and Wild, I can understand because it wasn't great. But if you got the expanded list, I mean, Intergalactic also never. I mean, this is also just Netflix. I don't know. But no Strange World, which, yeah, I guess I'll take that. But then taking Minions over Apollo 10.5. Marcel isn't in here, right? Yeah. And the Sea Beast, oh, of course, Luck. No, I guess there's not too many more films, and My Father's Dragon just wasn't that popular. But yeah, at that point, just go with Marmaduke. I mean, Apollo is a huge snub, but I feel like it's not as, I mean, I don't know, because it is fully animated. There's nothing that's not animated about it. Yeah, that's surprising. And then they have Maurice and Minions over it. Yeah, I hate that. See, the BAFTAs peaked here with 3 back-to-back After Sun nominations, and they quickly fell off. They fell off hard with a double L. Double L for the BAFTAs is what we call them from now on. Directors, 16 films. Okay, I love to see this really big category. Nice. After Sun. Oh, yes, After Sun again. Oof. Give that to Charlotte Wells, please. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, animated is the only questionable one so far. It's pretty solid otherwise. All Quiet, Banshees, Corsage. Love to see that Austrian representation. Elvis, Fire of Love as well with documentaries. Okay. Saint Omer. I don't really get the love for Saint Omer. I thought it was just a bit slow. Till. Okay. But then also no women. No. Okay, there is women talking. Never mind. And the Women King. Okay, so they snuck in the 2 female nominations at the very end. Or is it Saint Omer? Is it? No. Corsage, I think, is... And I guess After Sun. Never mind. We do have a couple of women nominated. 5. It says up here. Oh, wait. Members of the directing chapter vote to determine a long list of 10. 5 male and 5 female. I guess is this the long list? A lot of films will not end up making the final list, but so I feel like it's better than... I mean, we don't really get the long lists. Do we get long lists for the Oscars as well? Or did they just announce the like final nominations right soon? They never put long lists for certain categories. That would be crazy. I mean, I would love to see 60 nominated, but I just forgot that it's... Dude, it's been a long stream for me. Original screenplay, After Sun again. Yes, that's all I want to see. I can move on. Adapted screenplay. Why can After Sun not get original and adapted? Huh? It's adapted in my mind. Get them all the awards. Leading actress. All I'm wondering is... Well, I guess leading actress. No, wouldn't be Paul Mescal. Kate Blanchett. Yes. Good Nurse. No. Naomi Aki is fine if I want to dance with somebody. Ana de Armas again. Daniel Dadweiler, yes. Viola Davis, yes. Emma Thompson, yes. I haven't seen this one. Yeah, pretty good picks. 10 leading. Tom Cruise, okay. Harris Dickinson. Colin Farrell. Daniel Kaluuya, yes. Fucking, let's go. And Paul Mescal in After Sun, yes. Love to see. Did love. Supporting actress. They're going not that far and getting... I'm blanking on the name of the girl actress in After Sun, but I would nominate here. I would nominate her at all the places. Yeah, pretty solid list as well. Wasn't like Emma Thompson in a fat suit for Matilda? They just love her because they have her in lead and in supporting. Good for her. Supporting actor. Yeah, Frankie Corio. She would be main acting. You think so? I mean, here the lineup is a bit more stacked, to be honest, so that makes sense. Well, I don't know about this, but and this. So never mind. I take that back. She could have been in there. Do they have like one for? No, they don't have one for like rising talent or something like that, right? Yeah, supporting actor Barry Keoghan, the Banshee Boys, Everything Everywhere, Ben Whishaw. Yeah, I didn't mind his performance, to be honest. And Tom Hanks is nominated. What is happening? I hope he doesn't actually get nominated. It's just on the short list. Okay, casting. Yes, After Sun again. Yeah. Cinematography. Amsterdam. Okay, Athena. Athena should be a front runner here. All Quiet as well. The Batman, yes. Empire of Light, Top Gun and Tar. There's a lot of things that could take this, in my opinion. Costume design, editing. After Sun again. Okay. Score, no After Sun. Yeah, it's very minimal. Production design. Okay. I don't care about any of the categories where After Sun has no shot at being in. So we're just moving past those. Okay. And then last but not least, we have the Critics' Choice. And we move from the bottom up for best score. Yes, the Batman was not shut out. I think for the long list or the short list for the Oscars, it's not in there. So great to see it here. Best song, don't care. Foreign language, Decision to Leave, Close, Bardo. Yeah, I feel like this is our list for the Oscars as well. Maybe like EO, because they put the yak in there each year. There's like some surprising animal that ends up getting in for some reason. Best animated. Do they have? Okay, they have Wendell and Wild. No Minions. No Maurice. Best comedy, Bros. Yes, Bros getting nominated. Great to see that. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Okay, bit of a toss-up. Triangle, Glass Onion, but yeah. This is the race between Banshees and Everything Everywhere. Visual effects, definitely gonna go to Avatar. Best hair and makeup. Love to see Batman win. Or the way it is, yeah. There's a couple of them that could win. Best costumes. Rufy Carter for Black Panther would be great. Women King would also be great. But yeah, maybe Babylon has the best shot at winning this. I don't know. Best editing. I feel like Everything Everywhere was my favorite editing. Maybe Tar. But it's gonna go to the more flashier one. Probably not Babylon, but Top Gun. Production design. Harder one. Because I don't see like a clear front runner here. Like I got my preferences, but I don't know. Maybe Fableman's. No, Fableman's definitely not. I don't know. It's a hard one. Cinematography. Give it to Tar. Again, I can see Top Gun sweeping a bit. Best adapted screenplay. Also a hard one because I feel like it's definitely a weak category. Hold on, there's something that's definitely shut out from the adapted screenplay. Or they just have the one screenplay, right? Yeah. But probably Women Talking, I guess. And then yes, original screenplay. We do have After Sun. Nice. Yeah, Everything. Sorry, not Everything Everywhere. But All Quiet is doing quite well. At like the most nominations in places, but I guess not here at the Critics' Choice. I don't really see it that much. Best Director. It's probably gonna go to the Daniels. But I love to see like the Women King, like Gina Price Bythewood is also getting a few more nominations alongside Sarah Polley. Acting ensemble. I feel like Banshees is my favorite, but there's a lot of good ones in here. Best Young Actress. Yes, Frankie Corio, definitely my pick. Until I think he's fine. Batemans is also pretty good. I haven't seen this one. I hated his performance. That's a kind of, yeah, no. I hated it. I hated it. And Sadie Sink also wasn't too great in The Whale. Supporting actress. Janelle Monáe. I feel like Carrie Condon is still my front runner, but I don't know. Maybe the critics actually go with Angela Bassett because she's like been overdue. Both best supporting actor. Let's kick this one out. Judd Hirsch. So, like his short performance in that to be nominated. But again, Everything Everywhere sweeping here. Kate Blanchett. Hopefully best actor. Yeah, this is a bit harder, but love to see the Paul Mescal nomination for After Sun. But it doesn't get the nomination overall. That's really disappointing. Also no nomination for The Women King. But instead we get... I don't get the craze with RRR, if I'm being honest. I really thought it's just like, cool, there's a lot of energy on screen. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not the biggest action fan, so that might be it. And I also don't see Elvis in here at all. And I'm salty because After Sun is not in it, so that fucking sucks. Yeah, it's like Judd Hirsch is in it like for like 5. Why are we back to the clown music? Is it because it's the end of the stream and now we're all making collectively fun of me? Ha ha ha. He's been here for like over 2 hours and yeah, no. Anyways, let's play it out. Let's play us out with Vivaldi. Yes. Fun stream today. I'll be back on Sunday on the... It's a bit loud though. Hold on. Vivaldi, can you tone it down just a tad bit? I'll be back on Sunday with another trailer watch. It's been hard to not watch all of these trailers that have been dropping recently. I've been a good boy and stayed away from them. but I'll be back on Sunday for that. And then tomorrow, finally the final episode of Four Favorites should drop with Lachlan on animation. And then we got heaps of more stuff, especially on the short form content. We're doing way more. So go check out my Best Picture series. Should be back on getting that back on track. So we are up to date with every Best Picture winner by the time the Oscars roll around. Then next week on this very channel at 2 a.m. in the morning for me. Maybe you gotta adjust to whatever time it is for you. I guess Tuesday night for the Americans, and then Wednesday really early in the morning for the Europeans. We are gonna watch, if all goes right, the Golden Globes live here on this channel. So come on, swing by. We'll do predictions again. Got a fun drinking game as well. If I lose my predictions, if they're off, then I mean, yeah, early in the morning. It's 2 to 4 a.m. My neighbors are gonna absolutely hate me. So we might do a whisper stream or something like that. It literally is in the middle of the night. So yeah, if anyone wants to swing by, I mean, the VOD is also up there if you want to go watch it later on and just see me get more plastered as the night goes on. Hopefully I get most of my predictions right, but just going over those Golden Globe ones, there's a lot of categories, and I could be a lot of times I could be wrong. So you never know. Man, Vivaldi is really loud in my ear. But yeah, that is pretty much the end today. It was fun as always. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for those of you who shared their pages. Sorry, it's just our comment on one of our YouTube videos, which was just okay. It was just like okay. Nothing, not even a fully spelled out. Like when someone's mad at you and they type just okay. So it's a funny comment to get. But yeah, heaps of more content soon. I'll try and get some more actual reviews out on this channel as well. I want to do one, like a proper one from Megan, the Player Blue Eye. We'll see if I get around to those, because I am a busy bee as always. But you can definitely catch me back to watch the Globes. Man, can we come on? Bring it to the end here, man. I want to end, but I want to end on the music. Yes. But yeah, I'll see you Sunday for another live stream. And until then, have a good rest of the weekend. Go watch some movies, and I'll see you soon. All right, peace out.